Hello everyone, welcome to ETL tutorial. So in this video we'll create a mapping to read data from multiple source flat files and load it to a target file. So basically we are going to be using the indirect file load method of Informatica Power Center. So let's start with the mapping. Let's see the source file first. So for this example I have two source files named file name1. Okay, so this is first name 1.dic. It has 3 columns: serial number, gender and first name, and it has 10 records. Now the second file, it should have the same number of columns. Okay, so basically the structure of both the file, or in case you are processing more than two files, so all the files should have same structure. That is the precondition for indirect file method to work. So this is the second file and these are the record in this file. So we will read data from these two files in a single Informatica mapping and load it to a target file. So to do this, we have to create an indirect file. I've already done that. So this is the indirect file.txt, and in this file you have to provide the path of the flat files. So in our case, this is the path where my flat files are placed. So this is the path of my first flat file. This is the path of the second flat file. So once the indirect file is created, the mapping is very simple. Okay, this is just like the normal flat file to flat file mapping. So you go to source and you create, either you can create the source or you can import the source. So in our case, let's see, we will create the source src underscore, I will call it indirect. Okay, done. So here we will define the structure of the flat file. So it has 3 columns. Okay, then we will go to target and we will create a target. Okay, we will call it tgt underscore indirect. This is also a flat file, and we will create the columns. So again it will have 3 columns. Okay, let's go to the mapping. Now we'll create a new mapping and we will call it m underscore indirect mapping. Okay, now let's go to the source and we will drag our source here. So src underscore indirect, and then we will direct, we'll add our target and join the ports from source qualifier to target. Let's save the mapping. So this is your flat file to flat file mapping, but here we are reading data from more than one mapping. Now next step is to create a workflow for this. So go to mappings, generate workflow, just do next, next, next. Okay, finish. So now when we go to the workflow manager, I'll disconnect the folder and connect again. Okay, so this is the workflow. Now here in workflow, at the session level, we have to provide the path of the indirect file. So let's open the session and go to the mapping tab. Okay, here this is important in the source qualifier. So this is the source file directory, and here you have to provide the name of the source file name. Now in this case, our source file name is going to be the flat file which has the path of the source file. So we will give this path here, and then in the source file type you have to select indirect. Okay, apply, okay, and then save the mapping. Now let's run the mapping. Okay, so it succeeded and it has inserted 22 records. So why 22 records? Let's check the target. Now if you see here, it has inserted the header of the first file and header of the second file. So you will not want your file to look like this. Okay, you want to remove the header from the both the files and insert the file header. So how can we do this? We'll go back to workflow. We'll open the session in the mapping tab, go back to sources, and here you see there is a properties, set file properties. You open this, there is an option advanced. So here number of initial rows to skip, this property currently it is set to 0. we have to set this to 1. Okay, when we do this, basically we are telling our Informatica mapping to skip the first row, which is the header. So we will skip the first row, okay, and save the mapping. Okay, at the same time, what we will do is I created another file, third file, and I have added the path of the third file in the indirect file. So in this time, we will process 3 files at a time. So let's go back to the workflow and rerun this. Now you will see that the session has processed 30 records. So if you go back to the target, now you see there is just one header record and all the data records. So this mapping is very useful because in many projects you come across scenario where you have to process multiple flat files of same structure in a single mapping. So you can use this method, and you can also create a script which will read all the files in a particular directory, and it will automatically create this indirect file.txt file. So in the next video I will cover how to write that script in Unix and Bash, and instead of creating this file manually, we can do this via script. Alright guys, that's it.